بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد نبي الأمي وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. Dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome all of you wherever you are. I welcome you back with your program Fatwa Live that comes to you live from Mishkat Center. And today is Friday, that's March the 7th, which is the 7th day of Ramadan. May Allah accept from all of you. And this is the second part. And the first question that we have tonight from a brother who sell perfumes and cologne through the internet. And he is saying that's considered from the gharar and the ignorance about what is this place. Like you're taking a risk whenever you're buying it. Meaning he's selling it with only the looking at it, but he have no smell. He don't know what does it smell like. So he buys something. He just know the brand that is known, and people are like that brand or whatever. Is that considered a gharar or like a risk and the ignorance in what you're buying? No, Habibi. This is not what is the one that the Prophet ﷺ talk about that avoid the sell. And it is enough that is well known, that is known among people what that this is good, and those who tried it, there is like through this the internet they tell you their review, and they and this became very well known and does not need anymore. And the the description of this cologne is well known, and so many. And if there is like a flaw, most of these companies they will take it back and they will give you back the money, and the this risk that is very little. And now we said that most of the scholars they agreed that most of it that has a risk, like you can buy the what is inserted in the so many things, and you're buying the about buying some the house or the and like also like using the bathroom by renting it, and how long people are in it is different. Also, there's so many things that the Sheikh is mentioning that are there's some risk. There's so many things unknown in it. That's what I mean. But you cannot sell what's inside the wombs of the animals, the birds, because they are flying. So if it is a need to take a small risk, and you cannot reach that except with that risk, and it is something minor, then it is allowed. The second question: what about using the money that comes from the insurance companies, life insurance? They they pay like monthly over the years. Uh, then they take what they have saved, and they say that they are invested this money in so many hospitals and train stations and so on and so forth. Well, the answer, not these companies are these are not investment companies. It is forbidden to have insurance, life insurance. The insurance, if it is given from a third party and that's not your request for it, which some companies they offer that to their employees or to their management. And the investment that they are claiming They say these are money that is invested in. Well, you cannot guarantee the income and guarantee it, and the profit between the one with the money. They they have to look at the total profit, and then they discuss the percentage of dividing that. Second question: a woman is saying that her husband he reverted from Islam, and he stole some money and he divorced me. What about this khula? Is it accepted? So I tell her, if it is guaranteed that he is reverted from Islam, it's not to falsely accuse him, then the marriage will be paused until the time of waiting expires. If he embraces Islam, then they don't need to have a new contract. If he did till the time is expired, then they are no longer married. Now, uh, you have to start something. So you give him a chance until that waiting period is expires, and then he won't be able to come back except for the contract after he embraces Islam. Someone said, I am a buyer who uh, uh, now if the I have a customer who is going to get something, a product, is that permissible? So you could sell it in one of the thing of the scholars. Unless it is food, then you cannot sell it because the Prophet ﷺ forbids that the item is sold where it is bought where until the other merchants they own it, and this is agreed on all the scholars. It is agreed on the food, but the division is on the other things. Selling the items in its place before owning it and control it. So the value could go up, and who will uh, so it's better to wait until you uh, reach. There's the I said, "O Prophet of Allah, the man will come to us. Shall I sell it to the person and then I buy it for him?" So he said, "Oh Hakim, do not sell what you don't have." There is an Islamic institution in Canada. They give uh, they they accept some kind of investment as if they know what is the profit they're expecting. Is that acceptable as an investment? If it is, then is the zakat the whole amount only on his portion? I want to emphasize in something. The Islamic institutions, the loan in Islam should not be anything but a good loan. There is no interest. So you are making an investment. There is a murabaha, which is profit, and so to correct the name loan, these companies don't give loans, but they give contracts that are acceptable, ضاربة مش رابحة, and so on. Now, to fix the profit, it makes it as a loan, and should be divided into two parts so that they get a specific money. But this is different from al-mudaraba, that makes it a loan with interest, and all the leaders, they agreed, they profit, and from the profit, the profit is divided, depends on what they agree on, but the loss is going to be on the one who put his money. So you should not uh, but you do it only so they could go to the permanent solution. This is the first part of the question. The second one, the zakah and merchants, it will be on the whole money that is actually added. The other question, after my divorce from my husband, I stopped talking to him. I used to say bad things about him in front of my kids, and I don't like to share anything decision with him. My sons don't talk at all with their father. After 30 years of divorce, I am regretful of this. I think I've done wrong. And so, I, what do you advise me to? First of all, you've done wrong by taking the kids to disobey their father. But my daughter, Allah accept the repentance as long the life still exists and the soul does not start the gharghara of coming out. And there is uh, no sin is bigger than forgiveness. So do your best to fix what you have done until it goes out of my hand, and then they become forgetful. And tell them, my son, don't wait for his. So someone who has an excuse, Salas in his. He says that he knows that I have problem with cologne. I do pass gas a lot. I don't have the sellers, but it's very good. So he have to be self-sufficient from that. How about if they are and these problems before the invention of the cell phone? Do you think isn't that from the not understand the Book of Allah? And what does he do if he don't memorize everything? If the person decided to read from the phone, he might do more harm to himself. The so because the to make wudu every time you pray is sometimes inconvenient. So is that okay or not? And he cannot uh, not use the phone as much as he can because whomever get the dessert, then his blood became permissible. And those who have permanent excuses and those who follow them from the people who have hard time. From the exception from that, the, the one who have the urination without control and related illnesses, and you make the wudu and he pray for each prayer, and he turns the mushaf and around the house until the prayer comes again, and then he could. Ameen. Ameen. Can I use the app that every time I doubt that there is something with my wife? Of course. This is the best of application to this. The marriage is there for certain, and you don't know whether he did or not until it is top of the. So I'm afraid that you go to hold him, and he will demolish the house on you. You need to get out of this whispering of the shaitan and try to find a cure from doctors because there is no sickness without any uh, medicine for it. What is the rule for the uh, social card? If you could do that, that'll be good. It is for the need, and the Sharia don't like the loans and do not encourage on it. This is the capitalism that make people go into two different camps. So they will get into usury, and if they are in usury, then that's when they win. They're not happy that you fall. So you will have. So if you cannot use it, it'll be better, and that's better for you. If you need it, it is permissible if there is a need. For those who are think that they are capable to fulfill. There is a condition that you cannot do it by law, then do it ethically. What? What do you advise me about using the credit card? This card will make you take more loans, and that's what it is designed for, to pay cash. you will feel it every time you take it off your hand. It is designed so it will make it easy for you to buy and take a loan, and you're not aware of it that it's all piling up, and you buy more than what you need. So I advise you to not use it except in the need. How about the program of 20? There is a woman who are exposed. I don't put those pictures, but whomever control it is the one who owns the app. The technical help is this is the indirect help on the evil. So I hope that if there is a need for you to this program software, so I hope that you are capable and make abundance of charity. Ask Allah to guide you, and this is the summary of what we had. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. We'll continue tomorrow.